You've probably noticed that sometimes when you're applying for jobs, you can't send your CV because you have to fill in an online application. That's quite boring, right? In this episode, we'll show you how you can use an online application to your advantage and get shortlisted. Let's have a look. Ciao! Guess who's here? It's Bruna with the dream team at CharityJob. And what do we do here? We help you turn your 9-to-5 into a 9-to-a-life career. Have you watched our mini-series on how to write a charity CV? We'd love to say that now you know everything you need to know about this topic. But what if you come across an online application form and you can't use your shiny new CV? No worries, because today you will learn how to beat an applicant tracking system, what you need to highlight in an online application form, and key tips to get that application right. So what is an online application? And can you just simply skip the process and send your CV via email? Well, technically you can, but we wouldn't recommend it, and here's why. Recruiters receive hundreds of applications for each vacancy. Do you really think they read all of them? No. They scan the online application they receive through an applicant tracking system, also called ATS, using keywords and filters. Only after this initial selection, a pair of human eyes will look at the CV and decide who deserves to be shortlisted. Now, if you sent your CV via email, you might simply not be considered. So now you know how the process works. Let's see how you can benefit from it. First things first, use their language in your own application. In fact, if you're smart enough to speak their language, your chances to get shortlisted are much higher. Pay close attention to their organization's brand personality and see if there are some words or phrases repeated, not only from their job description, but also from their website, campaigns, and social media channels. If you showcase your expertise using their language, you will sound like the right fit for their team. Plus, it will increase your chances of being found when they scan the online applications. For example, a charity that frees animals from exploitation may use words such as freedom, compassion, equality. You may want to use these words in your personal statement, or spread them across your volunteer or personal interest section. But does that mean we're all hired by robots? Not at all. Here's how it works. You submit your application. They scan it using keywords and filters. If you've done a great job, you pass at the next final stage. Your application gets looked at by a hiring manager. You get invited for an interview. Now you know how an ATS works. Let's make it work for you. Let's say that a job requires experience with a certain software. That software is likely to be one of those relevant keywords you should include in your application. For example, job description, ability to use accounting software such as Xero. Bad example, proficiency in the use of accounting programs. Good example, 3 years of experience with accounting software Xero. Yes! Now, don't stuff your application with keywords. Did you know that you could actually be penalized for overusing them? Just a couple of mentions where appropriate is enough. And now, some quick 5 tips to ensure you get the online application right. Check out what you need to do before writing it, during the online application process, and after you've written it. Before you start writing it, read through the job description and highlight any keywords and skills the organization want. Research the charity and pick specific campaigns or projects you admire that you can mention in the application. Check if the process allows you to save each section or you need to do everything in one go. Check if there's a time limit for you to complete each section of the application. And ensure you prepare the application long before the closing date. During the application process, respond to each question in Word first, so you can take advantage of the grammar check tool, keep an eye on the word limit, if any, ensure you're writing short powerful and intriguing sentences inclusive of the most relevant keywords. Be consistent with your language and tone, and bring evidence for everything that you say. Write about your experiences using the context, action, and result structure. Watch this video to learn more. Ensure you communicate your unique value proposition. More on this other video too. Add significant experiences as a volunteer. And if you don't have any, explain why their cause strikes a chord with you. After you've written it, ask a friend to proofread your application and reread it several times to ensure there are no mistakes before you hit apply. So now you can say that you've really mastered the art of getting shortlisted. And if you haven't watched the other episodes on how to get hired by a charity, watch them now. Subscribe to our channel if you want to learn more on how to turn your 9 to 5 into a 9 to a life career. See you in the next episode.